Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Charlie. On today's episode, I'm going to be showing y'all how to make my delicious pecan shortbread cookies from scratch. Now, a shortbread is basically a biscuit that originated in Scotland, and it consists of butter, flour, sugar, and salt. That's basically it. Now, you can also add flavorings, and even nuts like almonds and pecans can also be added. Now, it doesn't have any kind of leavening or eggs or liquid or even shortening compared to if you were making regular cookies. Shortbread is closely associated with the holiday season, mostly like holidays like Christmas, and it also can be made around Easter as well. This recipe calls for you to make about 12 cookies. It's simple, flavorful, and absolutely delicious. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, here's all you'll need to make your pecan shortbread cookies. Let's get started with our ingredients. You'll need some all-purpose flour, sugar, salt, unsalted butter at room temperature, vanilla extract, and this next ingredient is optional, almond extract, and some chopped pecans. And to bake your cookies, you'll need some Baker's Joy non-stick baking spray and an 11 by 17 inch baking pan. And there we have it. Alright, let's get straight to it. So in this small bowl, I'm going to add 1 stick of unsalted butter. Make sure that it is softened and at room temperature. I'm going to add that in there. And to that, I'm going to add 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/3 cup of sugar, 1/4 heaping teaspoon of salt. So this is basically 1/4 teaspoon of salt plus 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. It's a little bit closer to a half a teaspoon of salt. Okay, so just going to add that in there. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/8 to 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract. Now remember, this is an optional ingredient, so you can omit it from the recipe if you don't want it in there. And 1/4 cup of chopped pecans. Now I chopped them a little bit more than usual, so they're like coarse crumbs. So I'm going to add that in there. Now I'm going to take a sturdy spoon and I'm just going to stir this until the mixture forms a dough. Now at first, it doesn't look like it's going to come together, but the more you keep stirring it, it's going to start to come together. Now, as you can see, the more you stir the mixture, the more difficult it's going to become to stir. And as you can see here, it's starting to come together to form a dough. And from there, you could just take your hands and just form it into a dough. And it's just that simple, ladies and gentlemen. There we go, our dough is ready. Alright, now you're going to go ahead and spray a very light coating of the Baker's Joy non-stick baking spray onto your baking pan. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and preheat my oven to 375 degrees. Alright, now here I have a spoon and I'm just going to take a very small amount of the cookie dough. And I'm just going to place it into the palm of my hand. And I'm just going to roll this into a ball. Now, each ball of dough should be about 1.1 ounces in weight, alright? Alright, next you're going to take your ball of dough and you're just going to add it into the chopped pecans and you're just going to press it down in there, like so. You can just remove it, like that. You do have some spots that's missing a few pieces of pecans. Just going to add that on top like that. Should be a nice little shape, just like that. And from there you're going to take it and add it into your baking pan. Now you just want to take your hand and just slightly press the dough onto the baking pan, just like that. Now they are ready to be baked. Now I'm going to go ahead and place these into a preheated 375-degree oven on the middle rack. And I'm going to bake these for 18 minutes. Alright, it's been about 18 minutes now for our cookies. Now let's go ahead and remove these out of the oven. All right, now how to tell the cookies are done. Now, if you look around the edge of the cookie and it's a light golden brown, and if you take your finger and you just lightly press down in the center of the cookie and it's soft, that lets you know that the cookies are done. Now, you're going to let these cool for about 30 minutes before serving. Now, as the cookies cool, they're going to get nice and firm. All right. So it's going to result in a light, airy, and slightly crunchy texture cookie. And of course, for best results, you can take these, leave them at room temperature, make sure you cover them and everything, and then serve them the very next day so that way the flavors can settle and increase overnight. Here is the final presentation. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, pecan shortbread cookies made from scratch by a New Orleans native. If you like my channel, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell button if you want to be notified of my videos. I have an official website for all of my recipes, including for these delicious homemade pecan shortbread cookies. You can go to www.charliethecookandrews.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter under the name Charlie the Cook Andrews. Stay tuned as Charlie's Taste Test is coming up next. Can't wait. Ah, now it's time to go ahead and take a bite. It's really, really good. The cookie is crunchy. It's like a crumbly type of crunchy. It's nice and airy. It's not like a super hard crunch where you're having a hard time chewing on a cookie. It also has a wonderful butter flavor to it as well. And then that salt that we added, it's just the right amount of salt. And the sugar that we added, it's the right amount of sugar. It's not overly sweet at all. And those pecans also give it a nice, wonderful flavor. It kind of has like a roasted flavor from when we put it in the oven. Y'all, overall, you're going to really like this cookie. It is absolutely delicious. So, give the recipe a try. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, have a good one. Peace.